According to a recent article in CheatSheet.com, the amount of sick days employees receive may soon be cut. Listen up, guys. Research shows that when sick days are set aside specifically for days you feel ill, it encourages employees to lie in order to use up those days, even when they're not really sick. All right, so real talk, guys.
Yes.
Some of you guys, I don't know if you've ever worked a job that had sick days available to you. And if you didn't use them,
Lonnie.
have you ever been guilty? I knew somebody at this table was going to show some face. Have you ever been guilty, Lonnie, of pretending you were sick so that you could benefit from those sick days?
Hello. Oh, I'm so sick. So sick. I can't come in today.
Lonnie, so wait, you did because you had an engineering job.
Yes.
So how many sick days were you permitted?
We were, let's see, at that time, I think we were given like 10 sick days.
Dang, you had a good company.
And then we had like vacation
10
days.
sick
too.
days, a what, a month?
No,
No,
it
girl.
around a year.
A year? What, you
wouldn't
got
be
the
working.
bubonic plague up in your hood? Like, what's happening? No.
No, sometimes, you remember when I always get the asthmatic bronchitis, but not this year, thank God.
In the
Yeah.
name
No,
of Jesus.
Jesus. No. Usually, it knocks me out. It knocks me out for 2 weeks.
I know, but 10 paid sick days is
Okay,
not-
but I'm
okay,
going
go
to
on.
say this
What happened?
about sick days, because sometimes sick days are not like a physical sickness. It could be like you just stressed out. And I think sometimes you need to take a break.
Yo, exhaustion is a sickness. I don't think there's anything wrong with calling in and being like, but I don't get why you can't say that or why
Because if
would
you
do
say
this
that,
wrong?
then they be like, bring your butt to work, okay?
If you say, I'm exhausted. Okay, go. Ring, ring,
ring,
go.
ring.
Say hello.
This the real.
Hey, it's Adrian.
Hey, Adrian.
So you guys, I'm mentally exhausted.
Oh, girl.
I am mentally exhausted, and I'm gonna take a mental wellness day.
What?
My mind, my mental health ain't
You
right,
better,
girl.
look, let me tell you something. You better go and take some chia seeds and take a crap and come to work.
And I got
do some
I'll get
yoga.
them to you right now. I would like to say I have perfect attendance
You do.
on the real.
You do.
Very good. What's up for debate, though, is the question, should they still get the sick day? Should they not? Like, what?
The
It
question, they
depends
want
on
to
the
give them
company.
less so that it's actually
Because
when
of people
sick.
like Lonnie. That's why they want to give them.
Yo, anybody
just
out there
saying.
mad at your sick days getting taken away? Look at my girl Lonnie. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't want you to be like that. No,
No.
but here's the thing. One thing I just want to say, because, you know, being a daughter of immigrant workers, family workers, they own companies. And when you look at it on a little bit more of a smaller scale, like those people out there who worked so hard to start up their companies and are, you know, have employees on their payroll, I couldn't imagine people abusing their payroll, you know, and absorbing all these sick days when you're not really sick that many times a month. So I think we need to be more responsible for sick days. If sick days were
It's mandatory. It's by
Negotiated.
law.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, don't you think they put it in the budget?
Yeah.
Like, there's got, and then if you don't take those sick days, where does that money go?
Okay,
like,
but
are we
Ashanti-
getting a bonus
Oh.
afterwards? Where's
No.
that money going?
You don't
So
get
it's
a
like,
bonus.
Oh,
so
you smart.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to take those sick
Which
days
is
and
the
do something
reason
with
why
it.
I go, I'm sick. Let me ask you ladies something. If you
Yes.
found out, seriously, because I am the queen of faking it, but if you found out somebody was faking sick, would you tell your boss?
Heck no.
No.
I wouldn't
Why
tell
would I
the
do
boss,
that?
but I would. Okay, so I guess I'm speaking from a person from the Bay Area. I got so many friends who have startup companies, and I know how much it took for them to actually lease out
So
release
she
a
would tell,
payroll.
basically.
No, I would. No, Ashanti. Okay,
What?
your brand. If you started a company, when you start a company, if your own clothing line, and you know you have X amount of dollars to pay 20 employees, and you know one employee is abusing those sick days a bit, don't you want your girl Jeannie, who may know that she's abusing those sick days, to be like,
No.
yo, you're hurting my girl Ashanti, like. Accept your job, appreciate your job, or go give your job to somebody else who's
Jeannie,
deserving of it.
Okay,
Well, you
there's
know
a
what? I
difference
will
when you're
agree.
abusing it.
I will agree with you, Jeannie. What you're doing is you're saying you would go talk to Ashanti.
No,
That's
not
what
the
you
boss.
should
I would
do.
talk to my
You would
friend.
talk-
Me
The
too.
friend
Okay.
who's lying.
I said.
Oh, I wouldn't tell boss person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
It's a difference when you're abusing
Yeah.
it. Like, if you take one or two because you know it's in the budget,
Right.
then you do that. But when you're abusing it and you're hurting
Yes.
everyone else in the brand, then that becomes a problem.
Like, real talk, I do the same thing to kids who cut school. Because I'm like cool cousin Jeannie, and I know a lot of like nieces and nephews and cousins who cut school. And I'm like, yo, appreciate that education you have. Because if you're not showing up for school and you're taking advantage of that attendance, give it to somebody who actually would
But we ain't talking about school. We talking about work, okay? Don't be telling
But
on me.
I will say this.
I've
Every
never
day-
faked my sick day, y'all. I just
No.
want to put it out there.
Good
when
to
I was
know.
sick, I was sick.
And that's
Go
why
ahead,
I'm friends
Adrian.
with
Okay.
Cam.
Good to know.
I've never missed a day, but the point is,
Yeah.
you know, if you are thinking about ratting somebody out, we have some suggestions, okay?
Well, don't.
You know, don't do it.
Yeah.
Really consider your profession, where you are before you go running, because if you need your job, just mind your business, okay?
Exactly.
What were you going to say, Adrian?
What I was going to say was, you know, in America, so many of us struggle for jobs, to have a job.
Yeah.
And I think it's so awesome that, you know, before we get out here and we do the show every day, we pray. And one of our main things that we say, we open our prayer with saying, God, thank you for our jobs. Thank you that we have a job to come to. And I think if people retrain their minds to not think of how can I get out of this, and instead wake up every day and be so grateful that you have an opportunity to go and have a job. There are so many people in our country that are wanting jobs, that are looking for jobs,
Needing jobs.
that can't get the jobs that they want. So don't fake your sick days. Go in and be appreciative of the fact that you have a job.
But no. We gotta continue this
Appreciate it.
conversation. No, we're not talking about, because sometimes people use sick days for other things. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. You know, if you just don't feel like going to work, that's really sick, or maybe
what
an
if your-
emergency.
Or
Right.
what if your child gets sick and then you have to take care of the child because you don't
That's
have
a sick
anyone
day.
else?
That should be a sick day.
That's a child sick day.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think that's a sick
Just
day.
saying.
Or something may come up. I'm just saying, something may come
Something
up. I
like
don't want
what?
people feeling bad. Anything could come up. That maybe you don't have your maybe you used your vacation days, so now you know you have some sick days too. See, my thing is, I think they should change their policies and give you everything all together, and you're able to use whatever
Yes.
you need to use.
You
That's
can
what
live
I
your
think.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that-